welcome to another episode of Velocity Chaos!
On this week's episode of the Velocity Chaos podcast, Nick and Luke talk about plastic-eating caterpillars, the contents of their voicemail, and the future of air travel. Nick pitches a sweet and savory body rub-down to be massaged in liquor or an alcohol, and then because like it's the same thing with the chocolate concept.
Yeah.
You know, they just funnel it into your mouth. Luke expounds on a door-to-door taxi service.
I see no car in your driveway. You have not left for a couple of days. Would you like a ride?
All that and more to come on the 15th episode of the Velocity Chaos podcast. Call us at 15-15-41 Chaos.
All right, and welcome here on the 15th episode of the Velocity Chaos podcast. Here we are back in the Luke Korvette studios here with Nick at my side once again.
Good to be back.
Good to have you back.
I gotta stop saying that. I feel like I'm like the neglectful father figure who's just like never around.
You abandoned me. I have issues, and then you come back, and it's just the best day ever.
Yeah, and I know it is, and I play to your feelings and your hopes and dreams.
And you're gonna scar me in the next 15 years when I get my license and go out in the world on my own. It's I'm gonna have problems.
But someday we'll actually come together, and it'll be good. It'll be good. I'll apologize. You'll apologize. Yeah. It'll all be good.
Even though I have nothing to apologize about for right now.
Yeah.
And then we'll go golfing or something.
Yeah, you got me on that one.
Yeah. So how was your trip?
Good. Kind of uneventful, just busy. But the VC podcast is definitely the highlight of my trip.
Nice.
Casting from Central Park. If you have not listened to episode 14, go back and enjoy the sounds of the cityscape.
Yeah.
While Luke and I chat away. It was a great episode.
Yeah, and there was some very lovely birds to add to the atmosphere, and some sirens as well.
Yeah, that were hearkening our announcement, our hotline, the Velocity Chaos hotline.
Velocity Chaos hotline, 15-15-41 Chaos. If you want to throw in your sense, if you just want to throw some word vomit, the vomit velocity voicemail, just throw anything in general direction of that voicemail, and we'll give it a listen to. And if it's appropriate or anything, we'll probably play
inappropriate
or I mean, still, you can send us messages. We got. Let's see if we can get here a Facebook set up exclusively for the VCP. But right now, you can lukekorvette@gmail.com or just reply to any of the posts.
Yeah, that's we're out there. Contact us, but keep an eye out for new things always happening.
Yes.
So today was a big day for me.
Okay.
And it actually happened to me on my way over here in the car. I was driving classic rock on the radio. First time that my ears beheld Love Reign O'er Me by The Who.
Oh.
And holy smokes. I don't think I honestly, honest to God, don't think that they make like shows of music like that anymore. And it's not to say that there aren't great performing artists out there now. I like Imagine Dragons. I saw the Avett Brothers last year. Like great stuff. But when you listen to those songs, there's just, I mean, The Who especially, masters of keeping that kind of like tension going, and I loved it.
They just don't write them like that anymore, I believe. Some other band had said at one point.
They draw them out, like, they like draw it out. It's not just like, hey, it's the new song, here's the single. It just, I don't know. And somebody told me, they kind of scoffed at me when I was back in college. They were like, why do you like that stuff? It's not even real. Like, listen to Radiohead. I was like, okay.
I'd have to say that's one of my favorite pastimes, and not intentional pastimes, but like when you're listening to the radio and you hear some like a song that is just like, holy crap, this is beautiful. Who is this? And then it's like you said, it's the Who or the Rolling Stones. Like, what the heck? I thought I heard like what they had to offer, and
exactly.
it's like this is incredible. Now I got to listen to more of their stuff.
That's why you gotta listen like after 10:30 because like and not on a weekend because the old DJs they still have those couple like the witching hours at the radio station where they kind of get to just like crack their knuckles and play whatever they want.
Yeah,
it's like. I love it. They've been circulating late night. Jay Giles band, Whammer Jammer, but like the full version, like the full 12-minute version, and you can't find it anywhere online.
Yeah,
YouTube usually supplies everything you need in life, but not enough Whammer Jammer for sure.
Yeah, some of that rare stuff, and yeah, it's just like you're going. I always write down because they don't really say the name of the songs always,
right.
But so I'll just what lyrics did I remember? And I'll write them down on my phone. It's like, what was this?
I stroked your hair. Yeah, good luck with that one. It's in every classic rock song from 82 to 88.
How to write a love song.
Yeah.
Baby.
That's all I can remember.
Baby, I missed you because you were gone.
It's just like top 20 greatest songs with Baby, I Missed You Because You Were Gone as the chorus, and you're just like, shit.
All right, here we go. From the top of the list.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
I got time on my hands. Yeah, dude, but I'm pretty soon here I'm going to get my dad rock license.
Wait, do you have news?
No,
okay.
No. I just mean because of the music. Music.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be the stupidest way to tell you. I think
that'd be pretty. Yeah.
Good makes good radio.
Yeah.
When you tell your co-host that you're having a baby at 24 years old.
And then, but also tell your girlfriend also at the same time because she doesn't know either. Somehow, this is how this story plays out.
I dipped the stick in the toilet after you were done.
I peed on it. Wait a second. Does that mean Mr.
I'm
Mom?
Confused.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Schwarzenegger calls. I know how you feel. You got this. I'll talk you through it. Thank you, Arnold.
Appreciate that. Speaking of fatherly duties, though, of dad rock, before you came over, I was washing the dishes, and
fatherly duties.
I just thought of a real deep question.
Whoa,
sponges or washcloths?
Oh, sponges all day.
Okay. I'm the same way. I prefer the sponge. I don't know why.
The structure, the versatility.
Yeah, feels
you
firmer.
You got a Brillo pad on one side, and you got a nice little sponge to get in the nooks and crannies on the other.
Yeah.
I don't want that washcloth wrapping around my hand, getting stuck in the garbage disposal, taking me down with it.
Yeah.
Not into it.
It's very floppy and uncontained. Is what the washcloth is, and it's it's whipping, like you said, it's whipping around. You get soap flying everywhere and back in your eye or something. But yeah, I'd have to give the win to a sponge here on this round.
Yeah. Okay. Good. We're on the same page on that. Sorry, no conflict.
No,
doesn't make for great radio.
But now everyone knows. Get us some sponges if we're washing
wink,
stuff.
wink. We're open to sponge sponsorship.
Who does sponges? Ajax? I don't know.
Ajax. That'd be a cool one. We could come up with a lot of fun commercials with that.
And
do you need a new warrior in your kitchen? Ajax sponges. Kill, destroy the grease.
Eliminate. That's all I've got for that.
That's wimpy pinky.
Speaking of wimpy pinkies, prior to the show, Nick and I like to crack open and taste the tantalizing deliciousness of a Labatt Blue.
You're not going to call me out on this.
I am going to right now.
Hey, if we get a Labatt Blue sponsorship out of it, though.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
That is our beverage and this is unsolicited at this moment, but we it's the choice of the creator.
It's the podcast brew.
Yeah, Labatt Blue, the podcast brew. That's brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, there it is. There it is.
So yeah, it was. They're generally twist offs, and easy peasy. Give a little.
I just like to be sure it's a clean break. I use the edge of the countertop.
Yeah. We had some troubles going on here on the other half of the podcast. Is all I'm gonna say.
Double jointed fingers, man. That's all I have to say.
That's okay. So you're hitting me with the double jointed.
Don't even hate until you have double jointed fingers.
He even brought out the shirt. Like, I'm gonna use this shirt just to just to protect my double jointed fingers.
All my DJF buddies out there know what I'm talking about.
I have dainty hands and dainty fingers.
You have Tchaikovsky like piano hands.
Yeah,
I have double jointed fingers.
But these are soft hands. They're good for catching things and
releasing things.
And releasing things like doves and frisbees. But when it comes to ruggedness, these are not good hands. And you've just shown me that your hands, you're double jointed, dainty.
There is a level below. You are a step up in the evolutionary hand chain. But no, everybody, I can't. Rock climbing is hard. Bottle cap twisting is hard. Certain other things are difficult.
Precision grabbing is what seems to be the difficulty.
Massages are hard.
I am not good at massages.
That's my excuse.
Yeah.
My excuse. That's my excuse for the masseuse. Oh man, we're just killing it today with the no excuse masseuse. Call me. If I saw that,
I rub you down only, no squeezes.
No excuse, masseuse. Or he's a French guy.
That's every French.
No excuse, masseuse.
Yeah.
Call me.
That's how you make a French.
15 for the one chaos. For the masseuse.
Just honk.
Honk, honk.
Give us your best honk.
Give us your best honk. If you would like a Velocity Chaos podcast massage,
we can set that up.
We could try. We could figure that out.
It's not going to be very good. We're just telling you up front. But if you want to get rubbed down by dainty hands
or
here.
double jointed, it's your choice.
Or both. It'll be very awkward and not good at all either way. But you're in good company.
Yes.
Speaking of plastics, I'm glad you brought plastic up.
Velocity, like host a podcast while we're giving somebody a massage. I'd be down for that. That's just a great mental image, though. If you're just our headphones, and like we just have like the lapel mic and like some big guy just like sprawled on a table,
some hairy, greasy guy. We'll oil him up.
Just open the podcast. Hey, everyone.
We got Joe down here laying on the table, and we're just getting ready to. That's cold. Let me warm that up here real quick. Let's just. I was gonna feel a little bit of a tickle here.
We're just describing a massage for 45 minutes.
Yeah. I like. You're feeling a little tense right here. I feel a knot. Let me work that out here. Let me get the elbow in there. I've never gotten like a professional massage. That's
Neither have I.
I feel like that's an experience I need to experience with my bad back.
That would probably be good for you, or a chiropractor visit.
Or maybe I'm looking.
That's probably more practical.
Yeah, or both.
Our producer D, she did a chocolate massage when she was in Nicaragua. It was crazy because they like use chocolate, and apparently it's like it's a full like rub down, but they're also like feeding you chocolate as you do it. It's not like, oh, here, take a piece. It's like, open your mouth.
Chocolate on the inside and outside.
There you go. Yes. I don't know if I'd like to be covered in food.
But it exfoliates your skin, and it's just fantastic. I think that's disgusting.
There's you and me like melting like Hershey bars like in the fridge.
Yeah. All right, Joe, we're going to bring on the warm chocolate here. It's going to do wonders here for your back.
It just burns the shit out of it. Oh man, yes, this sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. We're gonna Game of Thrones him instead of
chaos
gold. It's gonna be
massage.
with burning chocolate.
You got the velocity massage, or you got the chaos package.
Velocity is just quick. Just all right, done. Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
That's all you need.
that's all you need. You're like, wow, I feel amazing. And then the chaos one is like,
Just like,
you don't know what you're gonna get: melted chocolate, double
does
jointed
it have
fingers,
mayonnaise? Let's use some mayonnaise.
Labatt
over
Blue
here.
poured all over you.
Glug, glug, glug,
Was
glug.
it a special ointment we use specifically for our...
This one's for my homies. Just pour that out.
Pull one out. Pull one out for our buddies. And then pour the rest on you.
This went to a weird place, and I love it.
I'm still visualizing. And this guy
Yeah.
has not moved. He's just laying there.
No, he's just facing the U thing.
That would not be a bad move though, to be massaged in liquor or an alcohol, and then because like it's same thing with the chocolate concept.
Yeah.
You know, they just funnel it into your mouth. They just
Yeah,
beer bong it into your mouth.
yeah. The Velocity Chaos Massage. We're just gonna branch this off. We have Velocity Chaos T-shirts,
Merchandising, gift certificates,
hats. Maybe we'll sponsor like a Cedar Point run one day. I don't know.
We'll have our own roller coaster. But I mean, come on, Velocity
That sounds
Chaos.
pretty
It's
awesome.
perfect. That is perfect.
That's new goals. We're gonna start goals.
Engineering roller coasters.
Roller coasters. I've always loved the tycoon of the roller coaster.
Oh, you went there.
I did. You brought me there though.
Yes.
Wait, but actually, I brought us.
That's why a good team. We're
Yeah.
a good team.
You take me places I should have gotten to myself, but didn't realize I should have been there. I appreciate that.
Yes. Bromance at its
Fantastic team.
finest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Velocity Chaos. I mean, we're gonna
Or it's-
lay it out there.
Or it's just an amusement park.
A whole amusement park.
Yeah. That's an awesome. Like
It's a great idea.
we should
Complete
purchase
with
Jaga Lake.
With the Shasta, the ride.
Is where some creepy old guy asks you.
It's a haunted house at Halloween.
Hey,
Then the rest of the year, it's just like, yeah, come sit in my Shasta. That's it. You just sit in a Shasta.
I bought 2 tickets to Coachella, and I'm looking for a pretty young lady to join me. I have a couple of rules I'd like you to follow. So the first rule is you have to maintain long eye contact.
You must be this height.
Yeah, it must be this high
to
to ride in the Shasta. and the guy in the Shasta. Heh, all right.
Okay, yeah. Everyone's getting off early off that ride. Excuse me, I'm going to throw up. Yeah, and then like our motel is like the Indio or whatever it was. Was it the Indio
The cat
Hotel?
shit.
Oh yeah, the cat shit motel.
Yeah.
Mm.
Delicious.
Tons of people are going to come to our park. Anyhow,
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad you brought up plastic though.
okay.
Um,
I've been waiting for this all evening.
all evening since I brought it up about 20 minutes ago.
Yep.
No, I like to just randomly look at headlines on whatever, and
That's good because that's kind of what we do.
Exactly. I don't read them. I just look at headlines.
Okay,
and,
that's bad.
and imagine what I did read this one though.
Good.
But I don't remember all the details. But so this is just getting like,
Wow, what a pro.
I took you on a
What
roller
pro.
coaster right there. Like
I was like proud of you, and then
Yeah.
I was pretty devastated. That's proud of you again in
And
less than like 30
I
seconds.
took you on a roller coaster of
And now I'm kinda
acceptance right
like-
there.
ambivalent.
Yeah. So, plastic's a giant issue in the world.
Pain in the Mother Earth's
Yeah,
ass.
we just keep creating it. It's easy to make, I suppose, just because so much stuff is made out of plastic. I just like to think that, but we create 80 million tons of plastic waste a year.
Oh,
Yeah,
as a human race,
as
or
a
America.
people, and I don't know what other animals do, but that's just us humans.
they're only invested in renewable resources.
Yeah,
namely their own shit and berries on a bush.
berries and poops.
Yeah,
But us humans, we like to waste. We like to waste the plastics. There is a caterpillar name escapes me at this time. I don't know if they ever named it, but it can eat plastic.
What?
It's a caterpillar that normally invades beehives and eats not the honey, but
The
like
wax.
the wax. So it's a problem for beekeepers, and it was saying like one of these beekeepers like was cleaning out one of them and put them in a plastic bag. It finds out that they eat through the plastic bag.
And then he just eats the whole plastic bag.
Yeah. So that could be part of a solution to a plastic problem that we have. Maybe not the greatest solution because, I mean, what do they turn the waste into? It was like glycinol or something like that. I don't. These are the details.
Like
that
even more toxic byproducts.
Yeah.
Great.
It's like something that can be made to use after or antifreeze.
Oh, so we'll just have a surplus of antifreeze.
Yeah,
80 tons of antifreeze.
Or we can use that to get to space because space is freezing. It goes full circle. We have space worms now creating. I'm just thinking of solutions. We're solutions. We don't make problems. We make solutions.
What was our thing?
We're space lords.
Space lords. The space lords will save the day by launching our
space worms.
surplus plastic. That's our solution. Just launch it. Just get rid of it. Just shoot it out there.
That was the problem.
And then we're just polluting it everywhere else.
In 2070, that's
like, wow, you guys are terrible. You started before we even colonized. Like they land on a planet someday, and there's 80 trillion tons of just like wasted plastic there. They're just like
shopping bags. Thank you for shopping. Thank you for shopping.
Yeah,
God, there aren't any stores here.
Yeah. Whatever happened to those guys? Oh, they were like dead like 3,000 years ago. Well, put their descendants in jail. All 80 million of them.
Yeah,
between the two of us, 40 million apiece. Because I ain't doing that.
No,
I ain't taking care of that many grandkids.
No, and the royalties that they're gonna try to get after this podcast gets sponsored by Labatt Blue.
Yeah, 30,000 years. Yeah, 3,000 years in the future. But no, man, this I was just picturing as you were telling me the story. I just like picture this like badass caterpillar who like rolled into town one day and it was just like wah wah wah, and he just like he like scuttles into the little beehive and he's like, everyone's like, oh no, it's the bad bug, and he's like, I'm the bad bug, and he's like eating the wax, and he's just like. People are like coming up to him. The bees are just like, you gotta stop, man. And he's like, I don't stop. And then he's just eating the wax. And then the beehive keeper like opens it up. And he's like, he's the only one who can stand up to the bad bug. And he's like, the bad bug's like, what are you looking at? Oh, work, put me down. So like, the beekeeper is like kind of like one with nature. So he like throws it in a plastic bag and he's like, this is like the most humane way to put this caterpillar out.
Yeah.
And so it's just like the funny thing is that all these scientists are probably like, we found the solution to plastic. But really it was just this like crazy jailbreak attempt by this crazy ass caterpillar who's just like, I got to eat my way out.
This is the only way.
I'm going to have cancer for the next 20 years. But I got to eat my way out. And he's just like, he's just chewing and he's just, it's basically Shawshank Redemption, but in a caterpillar's world.
Well, Harry, you got to eat your way out of another jam. First, he was captured by honeybees, and he had found out that he eats a bee wax. And then,
I'm innocent. Then why is your name Bad Bug?
Name that was given.
It's my Catholic. It's my good Christian name.
On that, I think we should get to the voicemails of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we got one. We didn't listen to it yet, so we're going to take a listen to it. The other one, we can see that it was for the Amazon gift card, so we'll take a listen to that as well. But let's go into our first received voicemail and just see what happens. I felt like I didn't want to listen to that one. I listened to the second one, but I feel like a first one should just be kind of an unboxing to everyone. So, are you ready?
I'm ready. Yeah, let's do it.
So this came in at 1541 chaos. That's 1515 412 4267. Thank you. All right, let's check this one out.
What the fuck? Really, what the fuck? What is this? I don't understand. Like Iowa. Why is it Iowa? What? Why?
Okay, so yeah,
That's
was
some contemporary shit right there.
Was
man.
that was it a poem? I think it was a poem. There was a lot of similes in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she said like Iowa, I was moved. Something stirred within me.
Like Iowa, why? It's just asking the real questions. And yeah, it was beautiful.
I do have to say, sometimes messages are totally contextual, and like we think like, I'm assuming this young woman was like either really excited to listen to the podcast, like to call in, or she was like pretty wasted and just thought she had nothing better to do.
Oh yeah.
But those are both good reasons to call
Exactly.
our podcast hotline. But at the same time, I was like, this giggling sounds a lot like sobbing. And I was just like picturing somebody who was like forced to call in against their will, and just like she's just having a terrible time, and she's just trying to make up words to leave a message for us.
Yeah,
or maybe there's a hidden message.
Maybe the hidden message.
We should play it backwards and then filter it through, probably, just to be sure.
Very observant, though, as this number is an Iowa-based number, which adds to the velocity and the chaos, because we wouldn't have been able to get 15, 15, 41 chaos.
Oh, it's the area code.
Area code, I think.
Okay, so there. We answered our first voicemail.
Look at that.
That's the answer.
Look at that. That's why
we needed
to
it.
Your poem.
It needed to be Iowa.
Yeah.
Iowa area code, so that we could make it easy to remember.
Yeah, none of the 216 lined up. So yeah, 15, 15, 41 chaos it was.
There you go.
Bam. So thank you for the call, whoever that was, mystery person. Appreciate that.
Yep.
Yeah, like Nick was saying, if you're drunk and you just want to
party,
just throw us. If you're going to call someone else, why not just call us instead and save yourself the embarrassment of calling that person, having to deal with that. Call here anonymously, and
we'll give you some advice.
Give some advice. Look at that, the advice line.
The advice line. Yeah. And then if you were forced against your will, we're sorry.
Sorry. Yeah. Whoever.
We're not bad guys, though. If you to leave a message for, we're not going to bother you.
Yeah. No, this is. Yeah, we're all in it for the good fun. We're all up all night to get lucky.
Oh yeah,
that's right. So we also had the $25 Amazon gift card contest. Excuse me, that was just disgusting and gross, and I apologize for your ears, and I hope to not ever do that again. But let's we did get one entry. Maybe we'll extend the contest just to see. But let's give a listen here to this entrant.
Oh, hey, y'all. I was just listening to your podcast over here, and I heard I could win a $25 Amazon gift card. If I just wanted to name my favorite marine biological animal, and it would have to be that singing frog from the Looney Tunes that says, "Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal." Well, that's what I have for you guys, but I appreciate that you guys have things for me all the time. Have a great day. Bye.
All right. Wow.
That was a chipper message.
That was great. Whoever that was, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
That one was definitely detailed.
That was good. Gave us some nice kind words. Let us know what did he say? His marine biological animal of favorite.
The Looney Tunes frog. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got frogs are water species. I'd like to. I think that has to go in.
That could qualify.
Yeah, I'd qualify that.
Yeah.
Cool. That was I like that. Appreciate you listening, sir. And awesome. So. Well, that's the only one that I see here that we got, unless someone else had called in, today, which I didn't get till
You want to push it though to the end of the month?
Let's just extend it.
We'll extend it one more week. So you got till the end of April, going into May. So by next week, we have
May 1st.
Another call in. We'll have 2 to choose from because this is like our favorite message, right? Not just like first come, first serve. It's our favorite message. Yeah.
Like
most personable.
Yeah.
You get points for being friendly.
Mm-hmm.
You get points for being positive. You get points for being creative.
Yep.
And you get points for being over 30 seconds long.
However you want.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Hey, bye. My name's blah blah blah. Bye. And then
and you don't have to say your name. I mean, you can use a fake name, or if you want to send us an email after.
Use a fake name. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
As long as it's creative.
Yeah, just get us some creativity in there. That's a big one. And most interesting,
Rock Johnson.
Dwayne. You talking about Dwayne?
No, Rock Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Rock Johnson. Rock Hard Johnson.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson. Is this another character?
No, Rock Hard Johnson.
Rock Hard Johnson. Great. So appreciate those calls though. That was awesome. Thank you guys. Thanks for the poem. Thank you for the amphibian.
That was like an almost haiku. I'm gonna call it. The first message is like almost haiku. So you got classic poetry, and you got contemporary poetry, and you got slam poetry, you got haikus, and then you have a subgenre haiku, which is almost haiku.
Almost like Iowa. Like what?
Like Iowa. We should type that up and release it as like its own as a poem. See what happens. People are gonna be like, "This is great."
Transcribe that one.
Mm-hmm.
So moving on here. What do you got? You said you found something interesting here.
Yeah, so we always try to be like entertaining here, Velocity Chaos Podcast, but
we try. I'd hope, yeah.
But we laugh a lot, we have a lot of fun, but we also try to throw you guys some little tidbits in contemporary news. So I found an article today that was just talking about how Uber wants to have an airplane service built into their app by the year 2020.
You mean like delivery, like Amazon delivery?
Riding.
So we don't.
So you'd hike to the top of a parking garage, and you would call an Uber Elevate. I think they're calling it Uber Elevate.
Yeah.
And a little plane would come out of nowhere and just like land on the top of the parking garage. That's a landing strip for it. You'd climb in, and then off you go to your destination. 2
questions that brings up.
Yeah.
1, how do you get from your house to this Uber Elevate place?
I would say Uber probably hopes Uber X.
Yeah. And then 2, so they have these flying cars, but we don't have flying cars yet. Yeah. Or is it just like...
Well, wait. Let's go back to question 1.
Okay.
You take your Uber scooter out your driveway to your Uber X, and then you take the Uber elevator once you get to the parking deck to the top floor where Uber Elevate is waiting to pick you up. And then you get to the next landing pad, Uber elevator back down, and then you're going to take the Uber conveyor belt into your office and then sit in your Uber chair.
Yeah. Is Uber the...
Uber rolling chair.
Uber, yeah. Because it has to.
Because there's no way. Why
would they have a stationary
chair? Why would I buy
chair?
an Uber sitting chair? I mean, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah. This brings up the question.
Okay, question number 2.
Well, hold on. This brings up another question.
Segue question.
Branched off of your segue there. Is Uber the Google of transportation?
I would say yeah.
Okay, that settles it. Yeah. We're dubbing Uber the Google of. They're just taking over everything.
Well, I'm pretty sure you could say that because aren't they like jacked into Uber?
Wait, Google?
No, Google is jacked into Google. Uber's jacked into Google. Uber relies on Google Maps. Pretty sure they don't have their own satellites.
Yeah,
they rely on Google Maps.
Yeah, well, that's because satellites, you don't use them to transport things.
Pretty soon, though, everyone's gonna have their own personal satellite, like we talked about.
Yeah.
Space Lords.
A lot of stuff getting done by 2020.
2018. 2020, maybe. Space Lords. That's when Space Lords kick in.
Yeah.
Anyway, so your other question was about the airplanes. So the way it looks and some of their designs, like they haven't built anything, it looks like they're going to partner with like Houston in the U.S. and somewhere, I think Mumbai, like no, somewhere.
That's pretty populated.
Nah, I was wrong. That's not it. It's
Okay.
Saudi Arabia. It's Saudi Arabia. So those are the two like launch markets, and it looks like it's actually going to be more of a personal vehicle.
So just one person.
So it's like a little capsule, like a little like sitting capsule, and then it's like because it's got to be vertical. So that's the thing. They want it to go vertical on landing and takeoff, and then propel you around in a little plane style like that. So it's a personal vehicle.
Almost like, kind of seems like a helicopter, but drone-ish.
Exactly. Yep.
Like, so maybe just lay down like you're in a coffin or something.
Yeah.
And, takes you on your way.
Yeah, you're in a coffin. So, yeah, that's it. But the thing was that, it's crazy because it's like that's the future of transportation probably right there. I mean, if you can imagine how easy it would be to transport people into the city instead of using highways to get into the city. Like limiting rush hour. My big question is, it's going to be affordable to like everyday man, or is this an executive level thing?
It just raises so many questions.
It's automated, so that's cutting out on transportation jobs again, which D was telling me that Uber is like notoriously hard to make any living off of. Because it's like you might make cash on a Saturday night, right? But it's like you had to drive and put a bunch of miles on your car and a bunch of wear and tear, and maybe somebody bumped your headlight, so now you got to replace it. It's like those expenses add up pretty quickly.
I would think,
and they're personal expenses.
Yeah.
Where if you're a taxi driver, you don't own the taxi; you just work for the taxi company.
Yeah.
Back in the day, if all y'all millennials even remember what a taxi is.
Yellow stuffs.
Yeah.
I've taken a taxi once.
How was it?
I was a small child at the time. We were in Canada.
I said hello to the man, and he turned around, and he had a scar on his face and one eye.
What is this, Home Alone?
I was going to say, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Oh, God, whew.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sleeping tonight. Nick ain't sleeping tonight after that memory.
So, I mean, it just brings up so many questions, though. Like, what we got to get this approved by the Space Air Committee of
Space
Travel. We got to run this by the Space Lords.
Space Air Committee executives?
SAC?
No, that's Space if you use SP.
Oh.
Like they were using.
Oh. I was thinking SAC.
SAC. I was going for. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, but now I get it.
Space Lords.
SP. So big S, little P, A committee executive. Yeah. But so we gotta get this approved. If we're using drones, are these automated drones? And I almost trust them more than if people were to have ability to fly them themselves or flying cars, just because people are already terrible drivers. So how would they do in 3 dimensions? Not well is what the answer I was going for.
I'm sorry, I'm still thinking of an acronym for Space Lords, and I think I got it. It is Space Protectors Air Captain Executive Lords. Space Lords.
Nice. That's the official.
That's our official
So
title.
Space Lords, but space is all like perioded out.
Yeah.
Space. It's spaced by period.
Captain Executive Lords.
Yeah.
This is my favorite.
Space Patrol.
Space.
I already ruined
Space Patrol.
Aerial
coverage.
Executives.
Executive. Lords. It's great.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. So back to the practical questions. Uber's already a $60 billion company.
Damn,
$69 billion. Yeah, but $69 billion. I mean,
nice.
They're not without their troubles, though. I just read an article in research doing this podcast that it's a super ultra competitive environment. People are stressed. One family is suing them because their family member was working there and they committed suicide because of the stress and the treatment.
Come on.
So it's just, it's like
deal with it. That's all I gotta say about that. And not that someone should have committed suicide. I feel that's terrible. But you do what you gotta do. But
go find a better job.
Yeah, I mean, you can always do different things.
Yeah,
but don't go after the company.
No, but yeah, just saying that there's a lot of attention being drawn to kind of the way it's being handled. The managerial style is not
Wait, they have
traditional.
managers?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, Uber Tech, like it's these big Uber. I guess the way they have it is it's regional offices that are run independently, and so it's like all the managers are competing against each other, and it's cutthroat, and yeah,
it's a pyramid scheme.
Hey, very well
get this driver, and then that driver is like, all right, once you get 20 other drivers to sign up, then you get a bonus, and you get a trickle down from their drivings, and then each one of them gets the same deal.
This could be the pyramid scheme of Silicon Valley. It very well could be, because like Dee pointed out, the drivers are the ones who aren't seeing any of that $69 billion.
Revlon had it right. all the ladies selling door to door.
Ding dong. Hello, I am your Uber driver. Do you need a ride?
You're just going door to door to pick up people.
Ding dong.
I see no car in your driveway. You have not left for a couple of days. Would you like ride?
We should start a counter to Uber, door to door car rides.
But we should probably just do rickshaws.
Hey, would you like to get in my car? Yeah, that's gonna work.
Yeah, we should rickshaw in Cleveland.
Rickshaw Cleveland. That's great.
Yeah, I mean that begs the question. I mean, we have just so many different options that life poses to us here, and we maybe don't even know what we have at this point, or we kind of take everything for granted, whether it be the option to fly around in drones maybe in the next few years, 3 years. That's right around the corner, and we could be flying in planes. Wait, we already fly in planes, so scratch that thought. But in our individual personal planes with the Uber, and and we thought that on the wings of a butterfly, that the caterpillars were really the ones that gave life to the wings of ignorance. So sometimes when you're choosing how to wash your dishes, you want to pick the spongy option because it is more compact. It is easier to handle, and it really gets in deep to the soul and to the bottom of the grime of the matter. And we really appreciate that anyone and anyone else that knows anyone likes to listen to us, give us feedback, and review anything. But most of all, sometimes frogs are the best marine animal that you can imagine. And so just thank you, everyone, here for listening to us on the 15th episode.
15th episode closed.
That's done.
Well, not before we toss you a really quick piece of Australian news, because we always got to get one of those Australian news.
Appreciate it.
We'll put it up on Luke Korvette on Facebook. You can check out the full article there. But this was, I think, pretty normal for the most part, but controversial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just woman kicked out of gym for wearing this outfit. People are outraged.
Dang, what a teaser.
Yeah, that's the tease. Go on Luke Korvette on Facebook. Check out the article. Let us know what you think. I'm going to say she was looking okay.
She was looking okay, laying in front of some meats probably.
Oh, yeah.
So, everyone, thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate it if you made it this far. But, throw us a message. Send us a voicemail about whatever you want. Throw us a poem. $25 Amazon gift card. Tell us your favorite marine animal.
1 week left.
1 week left. 1541 chaos. Leave us some reviews. Leave us, on the websites. Like, got some feedback. Someone said, love listening to this while I'm at work. It's really great. You guys make me laugh. And then some other people saying, like, hey, what are you doing here? This is it's not so great. You should really be focusing on your job or finding a better job. So thanks, Mom, for that. I appreciate that feedback. I'll take that into consideration. But love you all, and have a great rest of your day, week.
Happy Tuesday.
Bye.